Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Cryptokip, and today we are going to be talking about all this crazy crypto.com FUD that is going on in the market. Is there some truth to it? What does it mean? And are we in trouble as CRONOS holders, or should we stay strong? Should we continue to DCA, dollar cost average, buy CRO, or should we focus on Bitcoin, Ethereum? We got a lot to talk about in this video. More updates for you guys on Sam Bankman-Fried and CZ, and something that nobody, absolutely nobody has been talking about so far, given all this breaking news that's been going on with exchange tokens. As you know, we do 4 videos every single day on this channel. We talk about exchange tokens, and we have for months and months and months, and it's really relevant right now as everybody's eyes are on what is going on with Crypto.com, what happened with FTX, and how strong is Binance, So we're looking at this, and we got a lot to get through. So let me get into the content. If you guys like this kind of content, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. When we do hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel, we're going to give away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to one lucky subscriber. So you don't want to miss out on that, guys. Let's get into the charts. Look at these prices. First off, FTX is still trending number 1. Bitcoin's holding, strong at $16,500 given the news. CRONOS is down massively today, unfortunately, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are still holding strong. So crypto as a whole, though we're in a bear market, they're not absolutely collapsing out. The floor isn't falling out beneath them right now. So that's a good thing that you got to understand. Binance actually holding pretty strong for the day. No wonder, they're kind of on top of the world right now, being the world's largest crypto exchange. Not a lot of negative news coming out about Binance, and I'm going to get to that later. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. Very strong right now. Dogecoin is down 5% for the day. Polygon, pretty strong, but down 7% for the day. Let me show you guys where our beloved CRONOS is at. We're at 0.06 cents right now. It was down to 5 cents, down 24% for the day. 50% retracement, guys. Over the last 7 days, we were at 12 cents basically 7 days ago. Folks, let me show you guys the chart. I got to get into some of these stories for you here, but this is what we're dealing with. Okay, so yes, it is falling out, but should we be in trouble? Are you panicking, Cryptokip? Are you selling your CRONOS? No, I'm holding on to my CRONOS. I will not be a part of this quote-unquote bank run that everybody's talking about, and I do not believe that a bank run is going to happen on CRO coin. Is it possible? 100%, it's certainly possible. Why? Because FTX put us in a situation where exchange tokens specifically are at a spot where people are looking at them and they're concerned that these companies will fail, considering that FTX failed and nobody saw it coming. People have said now, if Binance fails, could that crush crypto overall? That's a great question. Binance is the world's largest exchange. I hope it doesn't crash, because if it does, it'd be a problem for everybody, no matter what coin you own in all of crypto. But overall, I don't think that's going to happen. Binance doesn't want that to happen. Binance says they didn't want FTX to collapse. That's a question, we got to explore a little bit more. Binance actually recently tweeted about Crypto.com and, spread a little bit of FUD about Crypto.com as well. So now they are starting to kind of talk about their competition, and look, it's working. So let's get into some of this. What's going on with FTX? Well, first of all, they're out of the way. FTX is facing criminal charges in the Bahamas. What they did was terrible. If you didn't know already, you know what? Matter of fact, I did a video the other day all about FTX and all about Sam Bankman-Fried and Crypto.com. Make sure you check that one out if you haven't gotten the story there. But the scoop is that they were over-leveraging people's funds. They were causing a lot of panic in the market because what they've done is horrible in terms of the way that they transacted with users' funds and over-leveraging it and borrowing and investing it here and there. Very, very sketchy, not good, and they deserve to fail. And it's tragic because, unfortunately, a lot of the holders that believed in this project are coming down with them, and that's not fair to us. So, it's really sad, but it's caused all this fear about these exchanges, guys. And so, there's more coming out here. And the big story today is this. Crypto experts, quote, what are these crypto experts? Allege Gate.io and Crypto.com could collapse like FTX, accident or proof of reserves. Guys, in case you haven't heard about it, my partner, Black Sea, did a fantastic video this morning talking in detail about this $404 million. that was transferred to Gate.io 3 weeks ago or so, and some people are speculating that Crypto.com transferred it to Gate.io as a way for Gate.io to show proof of reserves using Crypto.com's funds, which, when you think about it, doesn't really make any sense. Now, Chris Marsliak, the CEO of Crypto.com, came out and said that this was an accident, but a lot of people are skeptical. My thought is why would the CEO of a competing crypto exchange intentionally send funds to a competitor? Because what if Gate.io didn't want to send it back? Or, why would Crypto.com trust its competitor with all of those funds? $500 million worth of Ethereum. That really doesn't make sense to me that they would help them out like that, unless there's something else going on that we don't know about. A lot more news to be reported on this, guys. We're going to have to see how it unfolds. But it's not a good look for us right now on the Crypto.com side. The good news is that the transfer happened after Gate.io actually took a snapshot of their proof of reserves, and this is what they've been saying. But unfortunately, with all the FUD and all the noise and articles like this, nobody's hearing that story, and everybody's panicking right now, and panic is never a good thing. And I urge you guys not to panic. Now, if you need to do it because it's your life savings, and by the way, that should not be the case. You shouldn't have your life savings in, cryptocurrency overall, right? But, diversified, right? Maybe you want some Bitcoin, Ethereum, Crypto.com. Maybe you had some FTX. I get it, right? But, don't be don't be under diversified, right? Make sure, you're spreading out your funds, not only in one exchange, but in a cold wallet, right? You want it in, you want money in your bank account. You want money in investment over here in the traditional market, maybe some real estate, right? But guys, I'm not worried, okay? And there's a couple reasons why, and I think that this is FUD, and I think it's going to pass over. I think the fact that they can point to that the funds were received at Gate.io after they took the screenshot eliminates the concerns here. The big concern is that folks are concerned that, Crypto.com messed up here, and there's a truth. So Crypto.com messed up in that they sent these funds to the wrong wallet. And I gotta just be honest with you guys, I think that's a horrible thing. It's a very bad thing that they accidentally sent $500 million worth of Ethereum to a competing exchange. It's bad. It's a bad look. But Chris Marsliak, the CEO of Twitter, came out and fessed up to it and, announced that, hey, we did this and we fixed it, and we've recently changed our strategy on how we end up transferring funds. They were trying to send it to a cold wallet, which is what Chris Marsliak is saying, but instead they sent it to Gate.io. So, very interesting, guys. A lot of people are, writing about this. Look at all these articles right now. Again, Matt Damon in red. Everybody loves to point to Matt Damon, but the FUD is strong right now. So a great buying opportunity for CRO. If you're trying to dollar cost average in right now, this is the time to do it. We have incredible price levels right now of accumulation. If you're trying to get that 100K CRO bag, it's a great time to do it. Is there a chance that Crypto.com could fail? Well, there's a chance that Binance could fail. There's a chance that any exchange could fail. I don't think it's going to happen, guys, because at the end of the day, the Crypto.com CEO, Chris Marsliak, is admitting the problem. And guys, they recently posted their proof of reserves, and they've shown they've got a 1-to-1 ratio on their reserves, and they're making sure that they've got enough funds to cover what the users have in their platform. So they're good to go. They've shown that, and so that's really important. They've proved they weren't over leveraged, which is fantastic, but they made a mistake here, and so they're trying to save face. Some people are saying that Chris Marsliak needs to step down as CEO. I don't even know if we need to take it that far, but the person that definitely messed up this transaction needs to be held accountable. That's messed up. And some might say, the CEO is accountable. Well, you know what? I want to see Crypto.com do the right thing here. I don't think Chris Marsliak needs to be the face of Crypto.com necessarily. They've got a fantastic product. Either way, I don't think it's really a big deal. So I'm still feeling fine, guys. Other things, that are important to note here is, like I said, Crypto.com show their proof of reserves. Binance share their proof of reserves. Everybody's sharing their proof of reserves. This all happened on account of FTX's collapse, and everybody's coming to the table to show their proof of reserves. But Binance didn't do it till November 10th. Right now, there's a lot of FUD about Gate.io and Crypto.com. they came out to the table, specifically Gate.io actually, came out to the table with their proof of reserves back, and they published it on October 28th. They were the first to the table to show their proof of reserves before FTX went bankrupt, which shows you guys that they were doing the right thing. They were trying to be transparent ahead of the panic for FTX and the whole chaos that happened with that, which is really interesting to think about. Because how could Gate.io have known that FTX was going to collapse? Or did they know? Because they published the reserves before the news broke. So that's an interesting thing to think about. And I'm curious if these exchanges saw this coming and, knew something before we did. Very interesting to think about. I don't know. But Binance actually published their proof of reserves after Gate.io, which is very, very interesting. And right now, it looks like Binance and CZ are on Twitter, and they are attacking Chris Marsliak and Crypto.com. And so, he is going to defend himself. So right now, Chris Marsliak today said the ETH transfers that generated so much FUD and speculation on Twitter today were made over 3 weeks ago. And he explains the whole story. But, folks, here's the deal. You got to look at the comments section on some of these guys. When you look at what people are saying, look, Binance is taking advantage of this. Absolutely they are. As other exchanges fall, Binance gets more market share and they get more fees. This is a truth that nobody's talking about. Nobody's talking about this. What is going on with some of the withdrawals I requested? So people are talking about withdrawals. Now, there's no problems with withdrawals, guys, at this point. It's not been an issue for Crypto.com at this point. We'll keep you posted if that becomes a thing. But this is a good example of FUD. Something, right? I don't even know what that is. Binance, you can FUD whatever you want. We will be number one. Number CRO will be good. So you got some people that are still holding strong. There's people that I see. Look, the only exchange I trust now is Binance. From now on, I'll only be using Binance and decentralized exchanges. These other exchanges are so shady. What's funny is this person doesn't even know that Crypto.com has the CRONOS chain and it has its own decentralized exchange. So guys, there's a lot of things going on. Here's another one. Seriously, you're using FUD as part of your explanation. Grow up and act professional when legitimate questions are asked while your people's life savings are at risk. Read the room. It is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and people are certainly spreading it. It's a fact that FUD is being done. And no, we don't like this news, but guys, what else does he have to say? No matter what Chris Marsliak says at this point, people are going to go, oh, he should have said this, he should have said that. There is nothing good that he could say right now, even if he were to apologize. Look at Sam Bankman-Fried, for example. He was apologizing. Nobody cares that he apologized. At the end of the day, he's going to be painted as the devil, especially because his exchange actually went bankrupt, which we do not think is going to happen here with Crypto.com. We still feel good about it. I do not believe in a bank run, and I'm going to get to why in a minute here, but I got more to show you guys. Notice how Gate.io, by the way, that the company that received the 400,000 Ethereum actually did not even comment on this at all. So Chris Marsliak and Crypto.com are going out to defend themselves. Well, Gate.io is just talking about a sponsored event that they have coming up in Istanbul, and they're just making this kind of a non-event, which is very, very interesting. The CEO of Gate.io is so quiet, just staying out of this, which is interesting. And we have seen Crypto.com stay very quiet, but he had to speak up because they're getting attacked, and people are saying, that Gate.io and Crypto.com could fail on account of a transaction that happened by accident, which shouldn't have happened, but they're coming up with all these conspiracy theories of this was a plan to fake their proof of reserves. There's no evidence to back up that at this point. There's nothing confirmed, absolutely valid, especially when you consider what time frame the funds were actually transferred and when Gate.io actually took the snapshot. When you look into the facts and you look into the timeline, it does look like there's a strong chance that this was in fact an accident. A terrible accident that Crypto.com sent the funds, but an accident. So Gate.io is just shrugging it off. One of the reasons here I wanted to show you guys, that people are freaking out as well is, look at all this FUD. I'm saying it again, keep your crypto away from Crypto.com and Gate.io. This is what everybody's saying. Not your keys, not your blank. Look, you've got folks that are reading through the lines here. Thank you for spreading FUD so I can buy more CRO for lower prices. Is this your tactic as well? Smash up the like button for that one right there. We need more people calling out these fuddy-duddies out there because they're certainly doing it. And again, you know, the transaction, it's a bad one, but it's not the end of Crypto.com because their reserves are good. They've proved that. They have proved that, which is awesome. Look, we need facts. No FUD from the tweets. The community is standing up for it. Everybody's standing up for this. And, you know, here's another one. I want to show you guys this one. I was out of Twitter the entire day. Why is Gate.io a place where I'm not to keep my money again? I've got a few coins there. I do too. The FUD is over a transaction of 320,000 ETH made over 3 weeks ago, but it was made 2 days after Gate.io's audit. They're just spreading FUD. So here we go, guys. You got to look into this. You got to look into the stories. FUD, FUD, FUD. I know people hate when people chalk it up to FUD, but it's real, folks. Now, here's another thing that I want to talk about that might be a little controversial. And, I got to be honest with you guys, of just something that nobody's talking about. Nobody is talking about this. On November 6th, CZ, as a part of Binance exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly $2.1 billion of USD equivalent in cash, BUSD, and FTT. Due to recent revelations that came to light, we have decided to liquidate remaining FTT on our books. This was the tweet. This tweet right here, folks. This is the very reason, in my opinion, this is an opinion, that the crypto markets are crashing. And this is the very reason that FTX failed. Forget for a second that FTX was terrible and what they did was awful. Nobody knew about this in the way that they did until this bank run occurred. How did the bank run occur on FTX? Because CZ and Binance tweeted out on November 6th that he's dumping all his tokens, billions worth of FTX tokens. So the exchange crashed and it caused the entire crypto market to crash. This is something I'm going to say. It's very bold, but this crash, frankly, is CZ's fault. And it's very, very interesting. And it's very controversial too, because CZ has the biggest exchange in crypto. Exchanges are good for crypto, but they need to be A, secure, and then B, they need to be honest, and they need to be fair in trade practices. And Binance, dumping their tokens, I don't know how that got swept under the rug, but nobody's talking about that right now, that this is like the first domino to really fall. And then again, FTX was a bad exchange, and they were probably going to fall inevitably, but this was the event, and he came out and tweeted it, and he set this off into transaction. Liquidating our FTT is just a post-exit risk management. Learning from Luna, we gave support before. We don't pretend to make love after divorce. We're not against anyone, but we won't support people who lobby against other industry players behind their backs onwards. So moving on, it's over. He says he doesn't like to go behind people's backs. Another tweet I got to share with you guys from Binance and CZ was this one. Earlier today, earlier today, my partner Black Sea shouted out this tweet from CZ. We have a policy not to comment on competitors we call industry peers publicly. I broke this rule only a few times in the past, and he continued to break it today with another tweet, which I'll show you guys in a second. But look what he says. To continue on this, and I don't think we showed you this earlier, going forward, I will break this policy a bit and be more vocal about issues I see in the industry. May cause more, in quotes, debates or more fight memes, but that's not my intention. It's to reduce risk, even if they are false alarms. Guys, today he came out and he tweeted about tweeted about Crypto.com. If an exchange has to move large amounts of money of crypto before or after they demonstrate their wallet address, it's a clear sign of problems. Stay away. Stay away. In other words, CG just said, run away from Binance, run away from Gate.io and run away from Crypto.com. That is not a coded message at all. And he is trying again, it seems like, to fear people out. And I don't understand why he would do it, because he holds a lot of crypto. And this information is going to crash crypto. When he causes panic like this, he causes potential bank runs and competitors. A, it's against what he said he didn't want to do. He said he didn't want to try to crush competitors, but this is something that is actually starting to crush competitors. And B, this is actually, going to hurt him in the short term. This is going to hurt his exchange. But here's the thing, guys. When you think about it, if everybody loves Binance and everybody only trusts Binance, and he gets market share and all those transaction fees go to Binance. And so if he loses now, he wins in the long run if he's the last man standing. I'm not saying that that's 100% his mission, but it's something to consider. We have to consider that CZ is, trying to, he seems like he's trying to be a hero, and he's definitely throwing on a cape, but is it really the right thing for crypto? Do we really want a CZ and Binance empire to be the king of all crypto? And, clearly we want Crypto.com to succeed. It's a fantastic platform. The DeFi project is excellent. We do not want it to fail, but look at all the craziness that's going on with this messaging. A couple reasons why I don't think that it will fail. Really quick, I want to share with you. So one, when you look at Crypto.com, when it came to FTX and the collapse of Crypto.com, when you look at the exchanges that it's available on, when you look at all the markets, these are all the markets that it's on. It is not on Binance. FTX was on Binance, and Binance held billions worth of FTX, and they crashed the coin, and they said they're dumping all their bags, and so it caused the bank run. Good news is, folks, Binance can't do that to Crypto.com, even if they wanted to. Maybe they have some holdings, but they don't have the massive holdings that like CRONOS has, or some of these other exchanges, Huboy Global, Coinbase. They're not doing what Binance is doing right now, and they don't have the tokens. So the good news is Binance can't dump CRO coins. That's good news number one. Good news number two, I want to show you guys in terms of DeFi. Look at this, guys. First of all, recently we've seen Crypto.com climb in the DeFi rank, which has been good to see. But they're still hanging in there. They're at spot number 7, and there is $643 million locked up. And so this fear of a bank run on Crypto.com is much, much less likely than for FTX. Why? Because FTX did not have total value locked up. They didn't have DeFi going. They did not have this staking locked up like CRONOS. CRONOS and the CRONOS ecosystem, a lot of people love to stake their CRONOS because it's a fantastic ecosystem, and a lot of people use it. And it's been awesome, and there's funds locked up, which is going to at least prevent people from dumping their tokens and panicking out on all this FUD. Guys, I understand. This is a scary time, and I know everybody's scrambling to their computer to go run around and panic and search up these news stories, but I just want to tell you guys, yes, it feels bad. It doesn't feel good today. We love CRO. We hate to see this FUD, but I think it's exactly that. I think it's FUD. I think, we're going to have to see what happens with Chris Marsliak as he continues to speak on this. We're going to keep you posted with this as it continues to unfold, but I do not think that Crypto.com is going to collapse. Of course, do what you got to do to protect yourself. Be safe. I've heard some people pulling their money off exchanges. I'm not going to do it for the record. Not financial advice, but I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to keep staking my CRONOS. I'm going to buy more CRONOS on this dip, guys. I'm doubling down. I'm tripling down. I want to get 1 million CRO. I would like to get 1 million CRO by the end of this dip, and I think there's a chance that a lot of us can do it, especially if this price continues to get fudded down like it is. If we get back to $1 and, God forbid we get to 1 cent, you got 100x right there. That's some easy money. I think they're going to stick around, folks, but we'll have to see. We'll keep you posted with all things crypto here at the Crypto Report. That's all I got today. I'm Cryptokip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, you got to remember to DCA, HODL, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. I got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. Peace.